inFAMOUS 2 is a game that prides itself with quality. The player is pushed into a world. Now, continuing that phrase could span many different areas of thought. However, ending it seems more fitting. The player is pushed into a world. inFAMOUS 2's world is true and fitting to be the stage of a superhero story, a story controlled by decision, action, and lack thereof. This review will not focus on inFAMOUS 2's video game features, such as graphics, gameplay, audio, blah blah blah, because there's no cookie cutter scale on how to accurately relate to you guys how good a game is. So, to pound through the boring stuff, inFAMOUS 2 is graphically superior to inFAMOUS, which if you guys were smart, you've received it for free via Sony's welcome back package, and know that inFAMOUS is graphically fit. Next, for gameplay, inFAMOUS 2 is to inFAMOUS as Uncharted 2 is to Uncharted. You take a great game and you vamp it up so that the game's more fluid, cinematic, and intuitive, and you're by winning. Next, audio is simply superb. I'm talking it rivals many summer blockbusters' audio quality. That's from score, to voice acting, to ambiance, to the frickin' shuffle of a shoe on the cement.
But I'm not human, am I? Not anymore. Oh, you don't understand what it's like. But you're right. I do have powers. And I use them.
It's perfect. Finally, overall, this game puts the fan in fantastic. Now, I know that sounds cheesy and cliche. However, it's true. If you loved inFAMOUS, you've already got a set hook in your lip for inFAMOUS 2. Forgot how much you love inFAMOUS? Try inFAMOUS 2 and you'll staple the inFAMOUS series back up besides Uncharted on the Sony's exclusive list. Now, you may be wondering why. Well, let's look at it as an open world sandbox game. This game features tons to do, and for some people that right there is enough. If you like story missions, side missions, collectibles, voice logs, vast areas, unlimited interaction, and best of all, choices, well, so far so good. The story itself is enough to keep the gamer busy, let alone the other things to slow down your actions and extend this game. However, the best part is you could just blast through the campaign if you don't have the time to waste picking your butt up and down New Marais. New Marais, if you're wondering, is a fictional reimagining of New Orleans. The reason for the reimagining of the city is to make sure that the player isn't offended or taken aback by the destruction and devastation of that fictional city. It requires its own separate feelings aside from any real-world city. All of that aside, New Marais is immersive, to say the least. It's as perfect of a setting as you can get for this story. From the derelict appearance to the haven't these people suffered enough feeling you get from seeing a person eating from a garbage can or laying on the ground clutching their ribs, you can't help but feel like your character Cole McGrath is needed here. One of New Marais' greatest features is Cole's ability to travel throughout it. Nothing is more satisfying than an open world game that doesn't torture the gamer throughout its travel. With new abilities and old abilities, Cole has never moved faster from point A to point B. Cole's powers are what you would expect and more. He starts off limited, grows, and at the halfway mark is upgraded to include a choice of another element. This helps keep the game experience fresh and definitely encourages replay. Eric Layden voices Cole, and Caleb Moody voices Zeke, and together are among the more natural duos in all of video games.
There he is.
You think I'm ready for this?
Way I see it, there's basically two types of people. All stubborn guys like me. Guys that sit on the couch. We may not like the shit that happens to us, but we deal with it. They're guys like you.
End of the road.
Cheers, brother. Half as long.
Twice as bright.
This friendship has its tension-filled moments that mainly coincide with the decisions that Cole makes throughout the game. The decisions are one of the highlights of the game. Although the main structure of them remains as good and bad, there are moments when you will feel that they are not that clear. This is the true infamous experience. Playing the game and letting your gut rule the moral scale, doing what you think is best, really sums up the experience and breaks the mold when it comes to choose your own adventure. And Infamous 2 accommodates this method well. If you enjoy making heroic decisions, you will feel the gratitude of the people. If you choose to be infamous, they will fear you. In the end, you will follow a story that will impress even the most particular comic book fans. This is because from the cutscenes to the overwhelming raw superhero tale, this is a comic book story. At its darkest moments, the story will remind you of the flaws of the human race only to feed you hope before awing you with one of the two very impressive endings. But even when it's over, it's not over. You will receive the ability to replay and choose the other ending, collect the remaining blast shards, finish the side missions, travel, and even play and create user-generated missions. I enjoy a good user-generated content, however, it seems that those who are making the missions do not have the same flair of those in the Little Big Planet series, and they certainly do not have the same tools. But does this hurt the game? No, not one bit. Infamous 2 is a must-play. Regardless if you rent or buy, you will not regret playing this game. Whether you enjoy being good or bad, red or blue, exploring, destroying, traversing, spectating, or plain and simple you enjoy gaming, you will hope to see some lightning in your future. Maybe Ice and Fire 2.